came to his native place and taught the people in their synagogue, they were astonished and said, "Where did this man get such wisdom and mighty deeds? Is he not the carpenter's son? Is not his mother named Mary, and his brothers James, Joseph, Simon, and Judas? Are not his sisters all with us? Where did this man get all this?" And they took offense at him. But Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honor, except in his native place and in his own house." And he did not work many mighty deeds there because of their lack of faith. The Gospel of the Lord. And we heard in our Gospel today, is not his mother Mary and his brothers James, Joseph, Simon, and Judas? Are not his sisters all with us? And every time this passage comes up, I feel like I'm obligated to preach on it because it's often misunderstood if it's taken out of context. And it's also important to remember that Jesus didn't command that the Gospels be written in English. They're in all sorts of different languages for the Old and New Testament, and so lots of things get lost in translation. So we all know that Mary is ever virgin. She's perpetually virgin. So what is going on with this text? As you may know, if you speak different languages, sometimes it's not a one-to-one correspondence when you go from one language to another and vice versa. So for instance, in Hebrew, there's no direct word for cousin. And we get our gospel in the English from the Greek, and the Greek can be a bit tricky here as well. So that word that's translated brothers shows up in the Greek Old Testament with a whole bunch of different meanings. So it can be used as uncle or nephew in Genesis. It's used as a nearly related cousin in 1 Chronicles, and a more remote kinsman in Deuteronomy and 2 Kings. And then there's the New Testament to look at as well with additional meanings for this word brothers. So who are these brothers, James, Joseph, Simon, and Judas? Well, the same James and Joseph shows up later in the Gospel of Matthew in chapter 27. And they are the sons of a different Mary, not the Blessed Virgin Mary. So as the Catechism talks about this in paragraph 500, I'll just use that to summarize everything. The Church has always understood these passages as not referring to other children of the Virgin Mary. In fact, James and Joseph, brothers of Jesus, are sons of another Mary, a disciple of Christ, whom St. Matthew significantly calls the other Mary. They are close relations of Jesus, according to an Old Testament expression.